making screens, you start on the computer. In the computer, you're gonna open the Photoshop Ready to Print file, and you're gonna click File, Print. Under Print, you'll realize there's multiple settings. You're gonna change one setting to Photoshop, and the other one's going to be Ultra Gloss. You're gonna check your print settings to make sure the setup is correct. Hit Save, and hit Print. This will start the transparency in the printer. To load the transparency, you're gonna always make sure the sticky side is up before you print. It'll print the full transparency. We try to fit as much as we can on each page. So in this example, it's a 2-color. We'll put both colors on there and cut it down the middle. Bring the transparency to the darkroom. In the darkroom, you'll make sure they're separated and choose the correct screen count. Screen counts are based off of from 110 up to 350. The 110 is going to be your one that allows the most ink to come through. So for this one with the black, we want a lot of ink, so we're going to choose that one. Use your T-square to make sure it's straight on the screen, and it's going to be in the reverse direction. You'll tape each side of this transparency onto the screen and double check how far you are down from the top. We check how far from the top because we want to make sure that the second screen matches that one. For the orange, it's a halftone print. In a halftone print, you always want to use screens that are from 200 to 230. Sometimes you get away with 180, but plan on using the 200. Same process, you're going to tape it in the reverse direction and flip it over onto the light box. Turn the light box, as you can see in the example here, we turned it to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The top will suction down. This holds the transparency tight between the glass and the screen. Lift the top of the light box and remove the transparency from the screen. Once removed from the screen, you'll always remember to remove the tape from the transparency. Both screens are done and will go in the dip tank. In the dip tank is just water. This helps loosen up the screen, so when you go to spray it out, it makes it much easier. Let sit for 10 to 20 seconds in there. While it's sitting, you can file away your transparency in the correct spot. It's labeled A through Z. The right side is the JG prints, the left side is all our contract prints. Bring screens over to the washout booth, and one at a time, spraying from the ink side with the pressure washer, you'll make even passes over the whole screen to make sure the whole logo is washed out. Lift up to the light and make sure it's washed out. In this example, it needed one more pass, so we'll put it back in the washout booth, spray it again. Repeat the same thing with the second screen. Check for any imperfections that you can see before print process. Take the squeegee. The squeegee helps remove excess water. The excess water will fall into the washout booth so the screen can dry quicker. Bring the screens to a clean place outside. In the sun is preferable, so they'll dry quickly and we can start the printing process.